Domestic violence victims are calling Arizona laws too weak.
Yes, after abusing a second woman, a man is on probation and taking classes. News 4 Tucson's Sam Salzwedel has the investigation.
Every year, prosecutors in Pima County deal with about 5,000 cases of domestic violence. The victim from a case last month says the lack of consequences is baffling.
He proceeded to choke me, hold me hostage in my own home, and pile drive me into the ground until I was able to get away and run for my life.
Because he choked Felicia Griggs, her abuser became a convicted felon. Then he met Cheyenne Harper.
He told me he was wanting to make changes and that his domestic violence classes were going very smooth and he was learning so much from them. I thought it was the truth.
Less than 2 years after his first offense, the man kicked Harper in the eye.
Taking a steel toe boot in the face and being thrown onto the floor and being tortured for a total of 48 hours was unjustifiable to be a felony.
It was unfortunate, but it wasn't a surprise. In the moments of him attacking me, I knew from that point on he could be capable of anything.
He was arrested and cited with 4 misdemeanors. Barbara Lawal's chief deputy county attorney is Amelia Kramer. She says there was no way to make the second offense a felony.
The statutes that are adopted by the Arizona State Legislature dictate what we charge.
The man signed a plea for 1 misdemeanor, domestic violence disorderly conduct. Kramer says being convicted of 1 misdemeanor typically gets the same punishment as all 4.
The plea that the defendant agreed to plead guilty to, we believed would yield the same sentence from this court as if we took it to trial.
His sentence, probation and more counseling. How effective are these classes?
I don't know the answer to that. The classes are something that's mandated by law, and that's part of the Arizona revised statutes.
I don't feel it's fair to the women in Pima County that he has to beat 3 women in order to serve proper time.
I feel like it was a slap on the wrist. Kind of sending the message that it's okay to beat women because we're gonna just give you probation next time.
Under Arizona state law, an assault could be a felony on the 3rd offense.
I don't think that this office would disagree with the fact that somebody who's committed 1 felony domestic violence offense, if they commit another domestic violence offense, maybe the second time should be a felony and not have to wait until the 3rd time. So the victim has a point there, but that's not the current state of the law.
Representative Kirsten Engel makes state laws in the legislature. She also teaches law at the University of Arizona. She says this case does appear to be problematic.
The Arizona Criminal Code is really riddled with a lot of inconsistencies. And it's hard to do in a legislative session to clean these things up, but it's our responsibility to do so.
She says this is an issue that might gain support.
If we find some kind of hole there in the statutes, and you get the advocates together, you get the stories from the victims, from the police, and you put that together and make a presentation to the legislators, I think there's a good chance that there could be action.
To know that the law is not behind you, that they're not going to protect you, or they can only protect you within a certain limit, is terrifying.
This year, the county attorney's office has started a new program that helps identify the more dangerous abusers. A scientifically proven survey is now used in domestic violence investigations. That information helps police, prosecutors, judges, and service agencies more appropriately handle these thousands of cases. If you have a story you'd like us to investigate, email investigators@KVOA.com or call 955-4444. Investigating for you, Sam Salzwedel, News 4 Tucson.